And in addition to that, on the right-hand side, there's various ways that or or watch a Faster PC live technical support. So what you want to do is actually head over to our website and you can actually get that link. Now you're listening to a Faster PC live technical support. We are heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour here on WPSL. The streams are going out live right now to Facebook and YouTube. If you're out there, you want to actually watch these, or maybe you hear a certain portion of this today and you want to rehear that portion, or you wanted to rewind and catch what did we say. Sometimes we'll actually be able to show you the steps that we go through to resolve computer problems, technical problems. We'll be going over streaming as well, and you'll want to actually take a part in that and watch that. Now, one of the things I do want to let you know, some of the resources that we do have available on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. And again, you get the links to that from our website. But on our YouTube channel, we do have a lot of cybersecurity helps, and really we go over every week the top cybersecurity threats of the week. We'll be doing that again today. We also, in addition to that, we will be going over some scams that are out there, even going over one scam, really one thing that actually happened, one thing that we don't talk about quite often is sabotage. What happens if someone purposely damages your data or purposely deletes data on your computer? And this is something that, maybe it's kind of rare, but we have seen it happen, and it actually just recently happened as well. And so we want to talk about steps that can be taken to actually protect you in such an event. And so those are some things that we wanted to go over. Also, we do have last week's show, we went over how to actually watch the college baseball playoffs and the World Series. And also the week before that, we went over how to watch the college softball World Series as well. We'll be rolling out individual videos. Probably the baseball will be out later today. On our YouTube channel, we'll have the other out soon as well. So you'll want to actually take part in that, watch that, and you can watch last week's show, this week before that. You can also, as soon as we get those standalone videos out, you can watch those as well. So one of the things that I did want to go over today is I wanted to go over a little bit of streaming. Some of the things that you can actually get for free. How do you watch free television? And there's a lot that you can actually get completely free. And I'm showing on the screen up for the live stream a Roku device. And you see you can actually watch the Savannah Banana baseball. And this is pretty cool to be able to get out there. If you haven't ever, I don't know if you've ever watched this, but I actually started watching this, and it's really a different way of doing baseball. This is completely free on the Roku channel. You can get the Roku channel on the Roku device. You can also get it right on any web browser. And they do have an app available as well. So you don't actually even have to have a Roku or even watch it on your television. There are ways that you can watch it. A lot of trick plays there. And you can actually, from the Roku channel, there's live television. There's also, you see right now, various NBA. You see ABC One live now, Fox, and so this will have some of the Fox, some of the broadcast that is actually on Fox News Channel, not all of it, but you'll be able to see clips, also CNN headlines, and you see other content here, NCIS, a lot of content that is completely free, and you actually can get this, and so. And there's a lot of movies, a lot of television shows. Now, not everything on the Roku channel is completely free. Some things you do have to pay for. If you do have to pay for it, it'll tell you how much you have to pay. You don't have to, you could back out of that. You don't have to actually do that. But you can actually watch a lot of free content right here on the Roku channel. And again, you don't even have to have a Roku to be able to do this. You can watch it at your convenience. Now, I'll go back out to the home screen of the Roku. And in addition to that, there's Pluto TV. Now, Pluto TV has a whole bunch of free content, completely free on Pluto. You can sign in or you can continue with limited features. You can watch really everything with limited features without logging in. But if you do log in, it'll remember your place. It'll remember all of that. There's a ton of, including the MLB channel. And one of the things that happens on the MLB channel is you actually can get minor league baseball games. And so typically there are some minor league baseball games that will be aired on the MLB channel. And this is really, you also have Golf Pass, you have all different tennis, you see, all different world championships, soccer, UFC, a whole slew of content that you can actually watch here on on Pluto. And there's all different types of sports, poker. I guess poker's kind of considered. I mean, it's kind of in the same category as sports, even though I really wouldn't consider it a sport. You have the military channel, a lot of other good content here. CNN originals on there, and some murder mysteries and science. Martha Stewart, a lot of other things happening there, and so so you have quite a bit here. Property Brothers, a lot of home improvement type of stuff. If we go out and we actually look, there's also, in addition to this, you also have Tubi. And let me find Tubi. Where is Tubi? I might have passed it up. There's Tubi. So Tubi has a lot of free content. Again, television shows, movies, and some live channels as well. One of the things with this, you'll be able to view by category. You can actually search as well, and you can see the content that is available there, again, completely free. One of the things that I did learn about not too long ago is that you actually do have Sling. So Sling is a subscription-based cable TV substitute, but they also have FreeStream. So if you want to watch without a subscription, without paying anything, there's actually a lot of content on Sling that you can actually watch completely free. And here, you can look at the content, you can see the various types of information and types of shows that you can watch. Now, again, a lot of this completely free. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, and I'm sure that they'll give you an opportunity to subscribe. Now, what can you do with this streaming? So if you're actually out there and you want to actually look at the various content that's available with streaming, one of the things that you can do is what you want to do if you're looking at saving money and reducing your cost and your expenditures, what you want to do is you want to actually start looking at what you want to watch. What are the shows that you like to watch? Look at how much you spend currently, and then you're going to have internet if you're going to have streaming. see what you can get with an antenna. You can go to the FTC website. We've shown that. We'll include that in the link on this video. But you want to go out to the FTC website and see what you can watch for free. You can get all the local channels, really, in many cases, for free with an over-the-air antenna. We've saved customers as much as $170, $180, and we can do that for you. If you need help, give us a call, 772-878-5978. You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090, 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. Hackers are constantly looking for ways to break into your computer and network to access your data and hold it hostage. Think this can't happen to you? Think again. Hackers regularly target small businesses. A Faster PC has produced a cybersecurity crisis report that goes over urgent and critical protections every small business must have in place now to protect their bank accounts, client data, confidential information, and reputation from the tsunami of cybercrime. To access this report, give us a call at 772-878-5978 or download the report today at www.fasterpc.com. That's www.fasterpc.com. Cybersecurity problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
To access this report, give us a call at 772-878-5978 or download the report today at thefasterpc.com.
You need a Faster PC.
772-878-5978. Microsoft's end of support for Windows 10 is here, and if you continue to use Windows 10, your computer will be increasingly susceptible to security vulnerabilities. A Faster PC can upgrade most computers to Windows 11, even if Microsoft has told you that your computer doesn't support Windows 11. And we can even do so remotely without you needing to leave your work or home. Don't be a sitting duck for hackers. Let a Faster PC upgrade your computer today. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
When you need to protect your computer from hackers,
you need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
And on the web at
www.fasterpc.com.
That's www.fasterpc.com. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
www.fasterpc.com. 772-878-5978. Welcome back to a Faster PC radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio. This is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.fasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page, or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do. And we are back ready to answer your computer, technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions. If you're out there and you want to actually help us out, want to watch this video live, you can actually head over to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to actually see the shows, hear the shows, and you'll be able to actually see what we're talking about. And in the last segment we actually did go over how you can actually stream and watch certain things online for free, completely free. So what we're going to do in this segment, we're going to talk about how to protect yourself, how to protect your data, how to protect your computer against not just, when we talk about protecting your data, a lot of times we mentioned you want to protect against hardware failure. You want to protect against ransomware. You want to protect against fire. You want to protect against theft. And you want to protect against sabotage. Now, sabotage is fire and theft. I mean, they're probably less likely that they would happen to you. But they do happen. And we've seen it happen. We've had customers. We had one customer that actually, they were not paying us for backing up. They were running their backup themselves. They were backing up onto I think back then, because this was a while ago, they were backing up onto tapes. And one day they actually fired an employee. And that employee actually deleted files from their computer and from the server and damaged their backups. And they had no cloud backup. I don't think even cloud backup even existed at that time. And we did help them to the extent that we could help them recover, but they did lose quite a bit. Now, just this past week, there was actually a young woman in Wellington that worked at a dental office that came to work, and for whatever reason, she might have been upset with someone that was there. We're not really sure exactly what happened and why it happened, but she actually started manually deleting files off of her computer and then deleting files off of the server and also shredding files, physically taking the pieces of paper and putting them through the shredder, and then took the shredded paper out to the garbage can. And then she just left. She didn't tell anyone she was leaving. She just left. And apparently she was up in the front by herself and was able to do all of this. So, one morning she just, I don't know exactly what happened, why she did this, but she was actually reported. The police reported that this had happened, or the dental office reported that this had happened. They're estimating the damages to be between $9,000, minimum of $9,000, which includes $4,000 for logo design recovery, $3,000 in employee overtime. What's that for? Well, that's to replace the data that was damaged. $1,000 in IT expenses and $1,000 for website recovery. And one of the things that did happen from this is that the IT provider that this dental office had was not able to retrieve their data. They attempted to retrieve the data, but were not able to retrieve the data. And so what we're going to talk about is, first of all, what happened, why it happened, and really some steps that could have been taken to prevent this from happening, and also steps that could have been taken to to allow for the recovery of the data if there was such a situation where someone was able to delete the data. So here's some principles that should have been followed, and this dental practice should have followed these practices, and their IT support should have recommended these practices and offered to set up these safeguards, but either didn't or the dental practice didn't go along with their recommendation. I'm not sure. Some people don't really think, they just think, well, hey, you know what? Everyone, and we have customers right now that tell us, I'm not worried about cybersecurity. All my employees are good employees. I love them. They love me. And we're not really concerned about what might happen. One of the things that I have seen over the years is that people typically, and really most people aren't going to do this type of thing. This is rare, but it does happen, and you need to protect yourself against this type of thing. And this can happen in a home as well. If you have one person that gets upset with someone else, that person that's upset could actually physically damage a computer or physically damage, purposely delete data. Another thing that happens quite often, actually even more often in a home, is you might have someone that drops a computer accidentally, or in another way damages the computer. And we've seen this. We even had one customer that they had a message that came up on their screen that said their computer was infected and they didn't know how to get rid of it. They didn't call us, and they actually started stomping on it. Was a laptop. They started stomping on it, and that computer is actually on one of our benches right now. It is totally in shambles, and really a lot of damage to that computer that really could have been avoided. But what could the dental office and their IT firm have done differently? So here's, first of all, this employee, the data that was damaged was actually reported to be patient consent forms, front office documents, tax forms, insurance files, marketing and website branding, patient communication software, dental software files, patient x-rays, voicemail system files, employee records, inventory list, and evaluation forms. So this is a broad range of file types. And what this tells me is that really this dental practice and their IT firm did not set up least privileges. So what is least privileges and how does it protect someone? Well, least privileges, what it is the person needs to have access to only what they need to do their job. Now, it is possible that this person was involved in, probably likely being a front office person, that they were involved in patient consent forms, front office documents. They may have been sometimes reviewing or just viewing a x-ray, but really, and they would be using dental software, but they shouldn't have the rights to uninstall dental software. They should never have the rights to uninstall patient communication software. They may be listening to voicemail files, but they really shouldn't have the permission to delete those files. They shouldn't have the permission to even, in most cases, probably not even view employee records unless they're involved in HR. Maybe the dentist was trying to save some money and didn't want to hire someone for HR, and he had the front desk person be the HR person. Well, that's certainly possible. But unless this person was involved in HR, they really had no business working with HR files. Inventory list, they probably had to access them, but why do they have the right and the permission to actually delete them? Evaluation forms. I'm sure the evaluation forms would be filled out from, the dentist or the hygienist, or now if maybe this evaluation, maybe it's an employee evaluation. So again, you get into the HR portion, and what is the should this person have access to HR? How about tax records? Were they an accountant? Were they doing bookkeeping work? Maybe they were. Maybe the dentist was trying to save money and just had the front staff person do accounting work. Well, you just have to again realize, and if not, they should never have had any access to tax forms. Were they involved in actually filing insurance claims? Maybe they were. If they weren't, they should have no access to that. And also, their username should not have administrative rights. Without administrative rights, they would have no ability to actually delete or uninstall dental software and patient communication software. They wouldn't have any access to that. Now, were they also involved in marketing and working on the website? Most people that work at offices have no idea how to work on websites. Now, if this person was very sharp and maybe they did have those skills, maybe the dentist did train them on how to do that. Maybe they should have had access to that. But if not, they had access to too much. And so then being able to actually remove this, being able to uninstall the software, they should never have had the right or never have had the ability to actually do that. And so here's what what they really needed to do from the IT standpoint. Why wasn't the IT company able to recover data? Well, they weren't able to recover data because they didn't have a backup. So if without a backup, something like this happening with this much data being deleted, how long did it take to create this? I mean, something that's worth content that's worth $9,000. Why wouldn't you have a backup? Why wouldn't you pay money each month to make sure that you had a backup? We have the ability today to perform cloud backup. I mentioned before our client that did back in the day before cloud backup existed. They were making backups on tapes, and really they should have had copies of those tapes off-site. That was, by the way, a very, very slow way of backing up and a very slow way of restoring. But, it did the trick. It was the technology that was available at that time. But really, in today's environment, we can actually set up cloud backup so that the data on workstations and the data on servers is backed up. We can back it up every 15 minutes. We can back it up every hour. We can back it up every day. Really what that means is that if you have a problem, if you had data that was deleted, let's say at 11 a.m., well, you could go back to 10 a.m. and retrieve your data. If you had ransomware and someone clicked on a link that actually started encrypting data on the computer, well, you could actually go out and you could actually go back to prior to when the data was encrypted. Quite often we've seen data is encrypted for a week. Well, what if you have to go back to a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago? What if you need to go back to a month ago? What if you need to go back to longer than that ago? Well, you can do that with this cloud backup system. We can go back to whatever point we need to go back to be able to retrieve the data. And this is really something that this IT company should have offered. And if the dental office, if they did offer it and the dental office refused it, well, that's on the dental office. But if they didn't offer it, that's on the IT company. And really, it should have been offered. And it is something that a faster PC can help you with. So whether you're a business, a dental office, an accountant's office, an attorney's office, whether you have a medical practice, whether you have any other type of business or nonprofit, ministry, home office, even consumers, if you're out there, you want backup, you need a faster PC, give us a call, 772-878-5978, and visit us on the web, afasterpc.com. We can actually protect your data so that this never happens to you.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up, 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
The one thing we hate to hear after someone's hard drive dies is, I was just about to make a backup. Just about is not good enough. At a faster PC, we can recover data from failing hard drives, but not all the time. And we can't recover your data if it's stolen or destroyed by fire, unless you have a backup. We can't recover your data if it's encrypted with ransomware unless you have a backup. A faster PC can protect your data from loss by hard drive failure, fire, theft, sabotage, and ransomware. Don't wait until it's too late.
You need a faster PC.
When your data is important,
You need a faster PC.
A faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
And on the web at
www.fastpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. When you can't lose your data,
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
give us a call today at 772-878-5978. Not feeling the love from your current IT company? Keeping your business running shouldn't depend on you chasing an IT guy who's ghosting you. You deserve better. Get a free network risk assessment on us. If you're dealing with slow systems, constant hiccups, get a free network risk assessment today. We'll take a loving, long look at your environment and identify security vulnerabilities, backup failures, outdated configurations, performance bottlenecks, compliance risks, and cloud or remote work gaps. Schedule your call today by giving us a call at 772-878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Or visit us on the web at
www.fastpc.com/radio
offer. That's afasterpc.com/radio offer. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, fasterpc.com, we have a link that says listen to a faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop, we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do. Give us a call here, 772-340-1590, if you want to have your computer technical streaming and cybersecurity questions answered. And we can actually go over those. We do this every single Saturday. So if you're out there, you have a question, even if you're out there and you think, you know what, I have a question in the middle of the week. Well, you can actually type your question into the comment section of one of the live videos, and we'll actually cover that on the show and go over that so that we can actually get your computer questions answered and your technical questions answered. So this segment of the show, and every week we actually go over the biggest, most critical cybersecurity threats of the week. And this week is no different. By the way, you can go to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. You can watch our past shows. And in addition to our past shows, what you can actually do is you can watch on our YouTube channel. You can watch all of our videos and our shorts, and we actually are over 240,000 views. This coming week will surpass 250,000 views, maybe even before the weekend is over, or definitely by midweek we'll be at 250,000 views. And in addition to that, we will eclipse 950 subscribers to our YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't subscribed, if you're not watching those videos, we actually do go over, because after this show is over, I actually re-record even a more extensive version of this show or of these segments, and then we roll those out to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. So let's get into it. What are the biggest cybersecurity threats of this past week? So here's the thing. If you live in Florida, use a Windows computer or have a Microsoft 365 account for your business, you need to listen to this entire segment here, not tomorrow, not later. You need to do this actually now, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through this portion and show you how you can actually protect yourself. This week's biggest cybersecurity threats in plain English. This is what we're going over. What if I told you that right now, today, hackers are using ChatGPT to put malware on your computer, that your personal data may already be sitting on the dark web because of a massive telecom breach, and that the FIFA World Cup is being used to rob everyday fans of their money and identity. Welcome back to a Faster PC Live Technical Support. I'm Brian Longworth, your host, your trusted managed IT service provider right here on Florida's Treasure Coast, Space Coast, and South Florida. Every week we break down the top cybersecurity headlines in plain English, because you shouldn't need a computer science degree to protect yourself. So we want you to stay with me until the end, because the final story may be the one that's the most alarming this week. And I've got one quick tip that could save you from every single threat in today's video. By the way, let's start with some good news, because we need it. Dutch authorities, working with their National Cybersecurity Agency, seized and shut down over 200 servers that were running one of the largest criminal botnets ever discovered. Now, what's a botnet? A botnet is a group of computers that can actually do whatever the hackers want them to do, and quite often they actually attack websites and take down websites. This botnet was made up of at least 17 million infected devices, computers, tablets, smartphones, smart home cameras, routers, smart switches, smart TVs, all quietly hijacked without the owners ever knowing it. So the botnet linked to the service called ASOX was discovered after a security researcher tipped off the Dutch National Cybersecurity Center, who then worked with police to pull the plug. Here's your takeaway. Your home router, your phone, your smart TV, any device connected to the internet can be secretly recruited into a criminal army without your knowledge. One of the things that you need to do to protect yourself against this is make sure that you're updating your devices regularly. In fact, even configure them for auto updates, and make sure that these what they're called IoT devices, the smart switches, the smart TVs, the Rokus, the Amazon Fire Sticks, the doorbells and the cameras, make sure those are on a separate network from your home computers. If you need help with any of that, we can help you with that. California sues 23andMe over a 2023 breach exposing health and genetic data. If you've ever sent in a 23andMe DNA kit to learn about your ancestry or health risk, listen up. The California Attorney General, Rob Bonta, has filed a lawsuit against the company, which now operates under the name Chrome Holding Company, after filing for bankruptcy last year over a 2023 data breach that exposed sensitive and personal genetic information of nearly 7 million Americans. And here's what makes this a little bit different from your typical data breach. This wasn't just your email address and phone number. We're talking about your DNA, your health predispositions, your family connections, your ethnicity, information that is uniquely and permanently tied to you, and to your biological relatives who never even signed up for the service. The lawsuit accuses the company of failing to put security measures in place and of misleading customers about how bad the data breach actually was, while people were actually notified the company has downplayed the situation. Hackers were out selling this data on the dark web. So this is just a reminder, before you share your information, you may want to find out, consider whether that company is willing, is doing what is necessary to protect your data. And I can tell you in most cases they are not. If you're a Spectrum customer, and millions of Floridians are, this is one for you. Charter Communications, the company behind Spectrum Internet, cable, and mobile services, confirmed a major data breach this week. The notorious hacker group Shiny Hunter claimed they broke in on April 1st through a voice phishing attack, meaning they simply called a Charter employee, talked their way into the employee's login credentials, and walked right through the front door. Once inside, they exposed millions of customer data from Charter's Salesforce systems. The data included customer names, email addresses, home addresses, phone numbers, account data, and more. Charter had said initially that no sensitive data was taken, but Shiny Hunters went ahead and published that stolen data on the dark web when Charter refused to pay their ransom. Independent researchers who analyzed the leaked files found records belonging to at least 13 million individuals, including nearly 27,000 Charter employees. So, what should you do? Well, first of all, be be on high alert for phishing emails and calls that appear to come from Charter. Scammers can now use your real name, your real account information. They'll know things about you that only Charter should know. Second, consider placing a freeze on your credit report. We can actually show you how to do this, and we can help you with this if you need help. Third, and I'll say more, I'll say this more than once, if you need help figuring out any of this, you need a faster PC. So, okay, this next one is one that I really wanted to get to because it's sneaky in a way that could fool even tech-savvy people. Security researchers at Push Security discovered a new campaign called LLM Share. Here's how it works. Hackers buy sponsored Google ads that show up when you search for ChatGPT or ChatGPT download. You click the ad and you're taken to a real legitimate ChatGPT URL. It starts with chatgpt.com. It looks 100% authentic. But instead of a chat conversation, you see a fake maintenance notice that says something like, "We're experiencing high traffic right now. Our website is temporarily unavailable. Please download the desktop app instead." You click download, you get malware. This attack is especially dangerous because it uses a real OpenAI domain, so your browser doesn't flag it, your firewall doesn't block it, and your gut doesn't tell you that something is wrong. Malware that gets installed is designed to steal your password, your banking information, and other credentials. You want to be very cautious when you go, even if you go to an official website and it asks you to download, you want to be very cautious about that. The FIFA World Cup kicks off June 11th right here in the United States, and cyber criminals are already in full swing. No pun intended. The FBI issued an urgent public warning ahead of this week. Hundreds of fake websites are impersonating the official FIFA website, and they're being used to steal your money and your identity. These fake sites use tiny spelling changes like FIFA.com, two F's instead of just one together there. And, so you want to be very cautious about this. And so now for some genuinely good news in the world. Google announced that Chrome's device-bound session feature, credentials feature, or DBSC, is now rolling out to all users. In plain English, this will actually is a new security feature that will help protect you if you use Chrome. Now, I saved this best one for last. Security researchers just disclosed a critical vulnerability in the Linux operating system. Something has been hiding inside the code for 18 years. The flaw is called CIF switch. It allows someone with basic limited access to a computer to instantly gain complete and total control of the entire system. So you really need to protect yourself. Make sure you're updating your software. Make sure you're updating systems. And if you are out there and you need help with any of this, you need a faster PC, give us a call, 772-878-5978, and go to our website of fasterpc.com, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me. You can also download our cybersecurity report that can help you protect yourself. We're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, want to listen to or watch it again, or want to be an influencer and share it with your friends, head over to our website at fasterpc.com. In the very top of the page, right in the middle, you'll see a red button that says Live Technical Support. Click on that button. On the left-hand side, you'll see various ways that you can schedule a Faster PC technician for remote, in-shop, or on-site support. On the right-hand side, you'll see various ways that you can listen to or watch a Faster PC live technical support, including our live streams on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, where you'll not only be able to hear the show, but also see it as well. We also have links to our YouTube videos page, where you can watch segments of our show, and our YouTube Shorts page, where you can watch little snippets of a Faster PC live technical support. And we have a link where you can actually submit questions and topics for us to cover in a future show or video, including what you may want to watch without cable TV. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning here on WPSL at 10 a.m. You can hear other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, and our church's YouTube channel, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 2. If you have computer technical, streaming, or cybersecurity problems,
You need a faster PC.
visit
www.fasterpc.com.
that's thefasterpc.com, or call a Faster PC today at 772-878-5978. And remember, when you have or want to prevent computer, technical, streaming, or cybersecurity problems,
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
Before God created civil government, he created family. Before he created even the church, God created family. Families play a vital role in training the next generation. Commit today to nurturing and supporting families, especially your own. Families that are committed to God and each other can play a vital role in transforming our churches, cities, states, and nations.
WPS